Hey, what's going on, people? So right now, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in a black community. I'm walking home. I got my food that was supposed to be delivered, but my bike was stuck inside the dock. But I'm paying for it with my cancellation rate being at 7%. I got to work on the rides that I do get because I canceled a bad ride in a pretty fucked up part of town. And then this one water was taking so long, the guy called me, so I had to cancel that one. And then these two rides, I couldn't do it because the bike was stuck on the dock. So every other day, I'm going to change the app so I don't use one more than the other. So at least I have money coming in. I don't want to mess up my job. But I'm almost home. I'm walking in a black community where I'm naturally accepted in. I mean, kids may probably talk shit as I walk by. I had this, so this black female with a light-skinned boyfriend. Not that it mattered at all, because I wasn't paying them no mind. But I was on my bike, looking at my phone, waiting for a delivery. And she said, "Get your black ass out the way." I don't know if she was talking to me, but I'm 30 years old, and they were pretty young looking. So I'm not going to waste my time, especially with no female. But it ain't all peaches and cream. You know, like I said, it's things in the black community that I'm critical of, and it's things that I can see the good in. And I have to look at the good because this is where I'm supposed to be. Whether you want to admit it or not, we don't want people that don't look like us in other communities. That's the reality. You may not see some of the things I say. It's not to be hateful. I feel like when it eats at you, or I get in that ass too much, because it's like I'm saying something that may apply to you, you can't take it. So the most you could really do is just say I'm racist or I'm hateful. But no, I'm telling you things based off of experiences. I know damn well when a black person moves in a non-black neighborhood, y'all don't really want him there. Y'all don't want to, and I understand, that's fine. You have that right to feel that way. But what I had to learn is race doesn't naturally mix with each other. We have to learn to love one another. I told you, love your Negro neighbor. When you go to church, right, and the pastor says, "Congregation, say hello to your neighbor," and you turn, that black man that lives down the street from you, that's your neighbor. That black woman with 5 kids by 4 different men, that's your neighbor right there. You know, that wino and that heroin addict that panders for change outside of that airborne store, that's your neighbor too. You have to learn to start loving the people that are there and just try to look at the good. Don't always look at the negative. And when you do look at the negative, try to do something about it. But what I had to learn is not every black person is bad. Now, we have bad apples, but there are good. There is good in the black community as well. But I feel like when I bring that sting, when I talk about things like what I just said that may apply to people and they don't want to hear it, they'll just use name calling tactics, or they'll just try to talk about something else, like, oh, that goes on everywhere. Like, no, worry about what I'm talking about. Like, y'all don't know this. I don't really promote it on my bio, but I'm against pedophilia. Really, any kind of philia that, and I know that's not a word like that. It's not the proper word to use because I don't look up this kind of shit. But the word that describes men that go after people half their fucking age. I hate that. I think it's disgusting. I think it's sick, and I think it's a red flag. It's a sign that someone can possibly be a pedophile. But like for example, I don't like men at all, but I do feel like younger men need to be protected. Like, as in, I wish it was a law where it made it illegal for a 45-year-old man, I'm just picking out a random number, to date an 18-year-old. I feel that 18-year-olds need to develop with people their own age. And people that have a problem with me saying that are probably the ones that will fuck an 18-year-old. But I find it very sick and disgusting. That's just something that I'm against. And why I said men is because it can bring a lot of trauma when you deal with someone half your age and you think about it 10 years later. Like, that can really fuck you up in your head after the fact it happened. See, the pursuers don't think about it like that. I never would date someone half my age, but that's something I'm against. But someone who would have a problem with me saying something like that are probably the ones doing it. And that's when I speak out against racism, you have a problem with me saying it because you're probably the ones doing it. And it's like, this is not a hateful channel. This is a truthful channel. I don't mind calling out racist people. I don't mind calling out the fuck shit that I see that goes on in America. The reality is this. This is not a love everyone, you know, I don't look at skin color. It's all about character, country. No, fuck that. That's wrong. It's all about color. And anyone that tells you different is a liar. Color is one of the most important things next to someone's financial status. See, I make these videos so I can warn people not to do the same shit that I did. But yeah, color does matter. Race is real. You know, there are people that don't like you because you're black. There are people, I'm doing a part of this.